A recent study on families of disappeared persons in Indian-administered Kashmir has thrown up some startling data. The study, which was conducted by the Kashmir chapter ActionAid International in association with Professor B.A. Dabla, says more than 72% of those who have disappeared over the period of 2-decade unrest were mostly civilians, and their whereabouts are still unknown. The study, titled Disappeared Persons and Conditions of Their Families in Kashmir, encompassed over 700 cases. It also says that 99.84% of those who disappeared were young males and the sole breadwinners for their families. In the study, disappeared persons are described as those who were picked up by different security agencies on suspicion of being involved in anti-India activities, or at times by militants on suspicion of being police informers.
I think government and our religious clerics are silent, and they have not responded to the situation. The government does not want to respond because it implicates them, because they are the sole player responsible for these crimes. And religious clerics, for some unknown reasons, we think that they have remained silent. They have not come to the rescue of these women. Because there is a fatwa that these women cannot remarry for 7 years.
Those who disappeared have left their wives and children, commonly known in Kashmir as half widows and half orphans. The existing legal system is unable to declare them as widows or orphans. Also, according to the Association of Disappeared Persons, there are over 8,000 to 10,000 disappeared people in Indian-controlled Kashmir. However, the government claims these men might have crossed over to Pakistan for arms training.
The independent studies carried out in Kashmir over the past 2 decades have revealed the presence of mass graves in Kashmir, which experts say likely have some connection with the disappeared persons.
The crimes against humanity are very, very disturbing. Not only the mass grave thing is there, the torture are there, but how there's a completely denial of the democratic rights of the people here.
The absence of head of the family has led to many problems into these families, as a result of which these families suffer many psychiatric ailments. Indian government does not deny the presence of mass graves, but say they can't investigate such a huge number and the families should recognize the graves. The study has also made a strong recommendation for improving the conditions of these families socially and economically, because they have no legal status and cannot claim rights as widows or inherent properties as orphans. Experts believe state and civil society have a role to play so as to save the future of these deprived families. Shahanabad, Press TV, Indian-administered Kashmir.